You're watching WMAR 2 News.
I'm Megan Knight with your WMAR 2 News update. The ship responsible for taking down the Key Bridge is set to sail out of the country today. The DALI will go from Norfolk International Terminal back to China. It's been in Virginia since June to undergo repairs. Meanwhile, the federal government slapped a $100 million lawsuit on the owners of the DALI to recoup the money to clean up the debris. The lawsuit alleges the crew and owner cut corners to save money and time and should never have left the dock in Baltimore back on March 26th.
Those costs should be borne by the ship owner and operator, not the American taxpayer.
The DALI's owners have asked the court to limit their liability to $43 million. That's the total value of the ship after the collapse. It's an amount the DOJ attorneys call woefully inadequate. And to see our complete coverage of the Key Bridge disaster, scan the QR code on your screen. We have a timeline of the rebuild, the impact to neighborhoods near the bridge, and updates from the NTSB on what may have caused the crash. The new owners of Common Ground Coffee in Hamden are celebrating a year of ownership, except they're not exactly new owners. They're employees who work at the cafe. They created a co-op last year after the previous owner decided to close the business. They celebrated their one-year anniversary yesterday and say they're grateful to the community for supporting them through this transition.
One of the best things is just being able to pause for a second and take ourselves out of it and be like, whoa, we built this. That part, I think, is the most satisfying.
And within the last year, they've increased their pay by 50%, have paid holiday and sick leave, established a mutual aid fund for staff, and created a workers' council.
Skies will be drier this afternoon. We still look to make a run back into the upper 70s and the lower 80s, a tad bit warmer than yesterday, and still feeling fairly summer-like as we wrap up the work week. A more summer-like feel, looking a little bit sunnier as well, and then dealing with that chance of a pop-up shower or two Saturday evening. As we deal with more of a cool down for the second half of the weekend, it's going to feel more fall-like on Sunday, very fitting for the very first day of astronomical fall. A high of 77 on Sunday afternoon. Dealing with dry skies even throughout much of next week. Temperatures, though, will trend a little bit lower. Upper 50s in terms of our morning temperatures Monday morning and also Tuesday morning, and dealing with afternoon highs in the mid 70s. Megan?
All right, Stevie, thank you. Well, help us to buy new books for students in Baltimore City. We are taking donations for our If You Give a Child a Book campaign. Scan the QR code on your screen to go to the website. All of the money will go to the new books for Abbottson Elementary School in Northeast Baltimore. That's our partner school for this initiative. We really do thank you and appreciate all your support. You'll find the latest on the top stories of the day by going to WMAR2news.com. And for your news and weather while you're on the go, you can always download our app. Thanks for watching. I'm Megan Knight.